Welcome to Starting from Zero, the podcast where we talk with social media creators to hear their stories of why they started their accounts, how they built an audience, and how they turned their passion into their career. Everyone starts with zero. In this episode, I speak with filmmaker, photographer, and YouTuber Toby Kate. I came across Toby's content while surfing the internet looking for other creators to talk to for this podcast. I sent him a cold email to see if he was down to talk to a complete stranger on the other side of the world, and he agreed. So I'm excited to share his story on this episode of the Starting from Zero podcast.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Oh shit! I thought we're doing a Google meetup, and I didn't see it. I was like, how dare you let me wait? Oh, I'm so sorry.
No problem, man.
I was on Google Meetup. I just didn't see that we were meeting on Zoom.
Gotcha. Okay. Don't worry, you're not the first person to do that either. So,
can you see me? Because
the video's in the bottom left. If you.
Yeah.
There we go. Awesome. So you were thinking the same, like, how dare this guy?
Yeah, dude, I mean, I'm. You know who I am?
Right. Yeah.
I was watching David Dobrik in the meanwhile. Time was spent.
Nice. Well, cool, man. I appreciate you doing this. This is really cool.
Yeah, I'm honored. I mean, I was watching some of the other people that you interviewed, and they're a lot bigger. Like, they have way bigger audience than I have. So thank you.
Yeah, I don't think that stuff really matters, to be honest. Like, I think we're all creators and creative people.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. But yeah, so for anybody out there who doesn't know Toby Kate,
who doesn't know Toby Kate? 160 subscribers. Hello.
What are you up to in the world?
I am 19. I'm from Austria, and I'm basically, I would call myself a photographer and videographer, even though I haven't been doing that lately because of Corona. But yeah, that's basically what I do. I do some YouTube videos. I'm kind of experimenting right now I want to include some more bits of comedy, but I'm not sure which kind of niche I want to get into. But yeah.
Cool.
Cinematic comedy vlogs. That would be ideal, probably.
Yeah, nice. I was checking out your videos as well in preparation for this. So I really like what you've been putting out as of late.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
Did I see something? Am I right? Is that you have more than one YouTube channel, or is that,
technically I have 7.
Okay. Yeah.
I started my first channel 10 years ago, probably. And I just, since then, I always wanted to, I don't know what it was, but I always wanted to share something, and it always changed what I wanted to share. It started with gaming. So I made 7 channels, each with 7 different types of videos. Some of these channels don't have any videos at all. It's just the idea that counts.
Oh, sure. Dude, I have so many of those. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. I do have another channel that I have videos on, but it's private. This is just like David Dobrik kind of vlogs, but it's just for my friends only. Might make them public in the future, but for now, I only have one public channel that you should know about.
Okay.
My first channel, I forgot the password and everything, so I can't make the videos private. And yeah, it's kind of embarrassing.
Nice. So are the other, you said they're like gaming kind of channels, or what kind of other ideas have you had in the past?
So my first one, I started with Minecraft around 10 years ago. This was still in German. I didn't speak English back then. But since then, my main thing was animations, also Minecraft animations, which this channel got, I think, 16, 19 subscribers. So it's a big deal.
Yeah.
It was really bad animations. It's just, I don't know, it was 13, 14, something around that.
Cool.
So yeah, animations, gaming. I did some comedy sketches that never saw the light of day. That's for the better. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a mixture of everything.
Cool. And so what do you think it is that, why do you feel compelled to create, or why is this a passion of yours?
Honestly, I have no clue. It was just 10 years ago when I started this Minecraft channel. My best friend at the time, he uploaded a video on YouTube, also just as cringy as mine, my videos. No, it's just before my voice cracked. It was terrible.
Yeah.
I don't know. I also thought at my first videos I didn't use my voice, but it's just sharing something and just the idea that anyone in the world can see that. I mean, where are you from? I'm guessing for USA, right?
Yeah, I'm in Florida.
And it's crazy. I mean, I'm from Austria. You from the US, and
Right.
it's just crazy how people can connect to each other. And I just like the idea ever since. Not that this channel got any traction at all, but just the idea that just attracted me. I don't know. It's just crazy to me.
No, I totally agree. It's like, literally why I do this kind of stuff. Like, why would I have any other reason to talk to somebody on the complete opposite side of the world right now?
Exactly.
Through technology or creating and so what kind of content do you watch yourself?
I'm obsessed with David Dobrik.
Yeah. I mean, who isn't?
Probably
Yeah.
he's crazy. Then a little bit of Peter McKinnon, if you know him.
Yeah.
You also interviewed Audrey Amber. I watch her videos.
Nice. Yeah.
Like most of the YouTubers I watch are filmmaking related. I watch Yes Theory, Daily Dose of Internet, if you would know that.
I haven't actually heard that one, no.
Oh, it's just a really cool compilation of just some random fun or just interesting videos. It's around probably 3 minutes long, and he uploads every day. It's just fun videos. Casey Nice that I used to watch, not that much anymore. I'm just looking at my list right now.
Right.
But that's pretty much it. Like filmmaking and some comedy YouTubers. That's
the heavy hitters
I like to consume.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like I watch every single one of those as well.
Yeah.
So when you're starting, what was the basis for starting your public channel? The one that people can see right now, Toby Kate.
Right now.
What was that first video like?
It was a comedy skit. It wasn't new for me uploading videos because I did that 10 years prior. So it wasn't anything new. But it was new that you could see my face, because with my old Minecraft videos, you couldn't see my face. So that was definitely interesting, especially because this is also the first video that my friends knew of, which is also very interesting.
Okay.
A little bit embarrassing at first, and they're still a little bit like, oh, he's doing a YouTube video. He has a YouTube channel. That's weird. It's still not cool, but it doesn't really matter to me. But my first video, it was a comedy skit about why school sucks. This was my peak of hating school at the moment. So I thought the video, it just kind of felt genuine. But if you watch the video, I don't know if you've seen it, it's just bad. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
Like I sound like a robot.
When you made it?
15 or 16 probably.
Okay.
But it was 16. Yeah, 16. It was just terrible. I sound like a robot. I had a script and I wanted to read that script no matter what. So it was just terrible. And if you have no experience in front of the camera, usually if you don't train, you're just bad at cameras. So it just gets better after a while, but it sucks. Even though it has like 300 views, it's one of my most viewed videos. So it's still not bad, but I wouldn't watch it if I would click on it.
Yeah. How scared were you to talk to the camera or be in front of the camera for the first time?
I wasn't scared, but it was definitely weird because I mean, there's no difference between a camera or a water bottle. It's just an object, an inanimate object that you talk to. There's no one behind the camera.
Right.
It's just weird, and it just doesn't feel natural. A YouTube friend of mine, he told me as a tip to put in 200% personality, because your camera just takes away like 50%. Which is kind of true, because as soon as there's a camera and you're alone in the room, then it's just so boring to watch.
Right.
Usually it's different when you have friends around. It's cool, because if your friends around and there's a camera, then you just go even more extra. But if you're alone in the room, then it's just really hard to act natural.
Yeah, I find it weird that I feel more comfortable talking to a webcam, my laptop webcam, than I do a DSLR camera. I don't know, maybe that's just me, but
recording by yourself or with an interview like this one?
Probably like this. I haven't tried it just by myself yet, but I am considering it. Because there's a playlist that I'm starting on this channel where I'm just documenting my own journey of building a channel from zero.
and I was I just sat down, talked to the camera, and I've done it before, but I feel awkward every time that I'm doing it. But
Yes. It's so awkward, and it happens to pretty much everyone. I don't know anyone who is just naturally gifted at cameras. It's for everyone. It's really weird.
Right. And I find it so, like, everyone says that they're just talking to the camera, but ultimately, like, the footage gets uploaded to the internet, and they're talking technically to, like, endless amounts of people who are watching the video. So I find it crazy. People are like, I'm talking to a camera, but you're really talking to, the people watching your video.
It doesn't feel like you're talking to 1,000 people.
Right.
I try to alone in your room talking to an object.
Yeah. I try and like think about it like I'm talking to like a person instead of just like an object, because that's who's watching it at the end of the day,
Yeah.
Which is nuts. So for the beginnings of your channel, and you were talking about how your friends like it's not super cool to start a YouTube channel. Did you know a lot of people who were also interested in that kind of world in the beginning, or?
At the time, not at all.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't know anyone from school that has a YouTube channel. But I attended a YouTuber camp.
Okay, cool.
Like a workshop, a free workshop that you can apply to by making a video of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to apply to that. And then 20 of these, 20 submissions then could attend to this workshop.
Mm-hmm.
I was one of them that won the workshop, you could say. And then there I met around 20 people, I think. And one of them actually has like right now like 800,000 subscribers, which is crazy.
Wow.
So networking definitely helped. So now we have a WhatsApp group with a couple of YouTubers. Mm-hmm. It's not active anymore, but it definitely used to be. And when it was active, it helped a lot just to have people that can relate to what you're doing.
Yeah. I think that's like the biggest thing, is like finding people who are like-minded as well, because I struggle with that as well. Like I don't know anybody who's really into like has a YouTube channel. They probably talk about it behind my back, but I have no idea. I'm just going to keep making because I like to do it.
Exactly. I mean, I have friends that help me with making videos,
mm-hmm.
and also I have friends that were in my videos, but I have no friends that also make videos. That makes sense.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Was it your idea to enter into that competition to get into the YouTube camp, or?
Actually, my mom found out about it.
Okay, really? All right, cool.
And then later on, there was an advertisement in my school, which is really funny because I didn't notice it at all. I just walked by every day. And then when my mom told me about it, then I noticed it, and then I applied for it, and then I won.
Okay,
so,
nice.
Pretty cool.
What was your submission video for that?
It's a bit cringy. I mean, it's cool. It was about the workshop was hosted by my city, which is Vienna, and so this competition was all about being the face of Vienna on social media.
Okay.
So out of these 20 people, there were 3 chosen ones that were chosen to be the face of Vienna for 1 year, who were sponsored. I didn't win that, sadly, but what I did in the video to apply is to what I would do in my city, or just showing people around in my city for 1 day. And I just did some hyperlapse videos, time-lapse videos with my phone. It was terrible. I didn't know photography back then.
Okay.
Also no microphone. It sucked. My microphone came 1 day after I made the video.
Really?
And I made this video. This video was a lot of work. I did it as always on the day before, on the day of the deadline.
Mm-hmm.
So I worked until like midnight, just a minute before the deadline was due. I pretty much posted it, and it's cringy. My friends think it's a little bit weird, but I won.
Yeah, exactly. You won, right? Aren't all of our old videos? I feel like all of mine are cringy. Like you look back and you see just I think it's cool to watch the progress of like your own work, and like look back and see what you were making and thought was good at the time.
I mean, it's good. If you don't think that your videos are cringy, then you probably didn't improve. So it's a good thing, but it's still cringy.
Exactly. Yeah. So are you in university at the moment, or what are you doing?
I did apply, and I'm pretty much almost almost accepted. I'm doing university for a teacher, but
Okay.
it's just like a year where I just figure things out. So I'm not planning on staying there. Maybe I will. Maybe it's fun. I don't know.
Mhm.
So I will be teaching, if it works out, sports and geography. So
Cool.
let's see. But I still have to do the sports. What is it called? I know the German word. A test, like a physical test, which is really, really tough. So I still have to train for that. So let's see if I
Okay.
can take part of the study.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's cool.
I was thinking about doing some sort of film school because I'm interested in that, but I feel like that you could just learn all these skills from the internet for free or for just some basic courses. And so I'm thinking about doing something like marketing or business related, because that's what actually counts when you're a photographer, because a lot of people can take good photos, but not many people are good with business and marketing. So I'm thinking about doing that instead.
That's cool. I mean, I can see by I'm assuming you've taken the pictures behind you. So,
oh yeah, this is my inspirational wall. This is all the pictures, my favorite pictures that I took.
Yeah, these are really cool, man.
And up there it says "do shit" because I have to remind myself.
Yeah,
I can be pretty lazy sometimes.
Oh, yeah, same. I'm a A1 procrastinator. So
me too.
Yeah,
it's crazy sometimes. It's tough. It's tough to do some work.
It is. That's true. But yeah, do shit and like make time to if it's truly something that you want to be doing. That's something that I'm working on right now. It's like I'm really good at saying that I want to do something, but my actions don't back it up all the time. So
yeah,
that's
Same
something
here.
that I want to flip the switch and kind of change that a little bit about myself.
Same here.
Yeah, and this project is like kind of an example of me trying that out.
And it's really cool. It's a really cool project. I mean,
Oh, thanks, man.
the idea of that, I watched some of the other interviews and it's pretty good.
Cool.
I mean, for your first couple of podcasts, it's really good. Like I would actually listen to it.
Oh, thanks, man. That's awesome. Yeah. So for the audience that you're building on Toby Cade, and so what has that process been like for you to reach the point that you are right now? Like, do you know the people who are subscribed to your channel, or are they friends and family? Or
Still speculating if all of the subscribers are my mom, but I guess I'll never find out.
Multiple Google accounts.
So I have, I think, around 160 subscribers, which is not a lot, but it's still 160 people is still a lot. Like if it's not a lot if you look at people like David Dobrik, who are like over 10 million.
It's insane.
But still, over 100 people. It's still, if you would visualize it in front of you, that's a lot of people. Like, even if I just say it, I don't know, I don't have 50 friends, but let's just say 50 friends subscribe to me because they know me. And it's still like over 100 people that just don't know me all around the world that just clicked on my stuff. That's crazy.
That's so nuts to think about. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the first 100 were definitely the hardest because the more videos I upload, the less I have to work for more subscribers, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So it's like an exponential curve. So it's just, I have to do less for more. The more you get, the less you have to do for even more. Does that make sense?
Right.
What's
go ahead.
In the beginning, I had to upload like 10 videos for 5 subscribers, and now I might upload 1 video and get 10 subscribers. It's just it's like an exponential curve. It's just getting even faster and less work I have to put into.
Yeah. Have you found like a specific kind of content that brings more attention to your channel?
I have no clue why, but I made a video about making tea, just a cinematic video, or testing out a lens.
Okay.
It's my worst viewed video. I have no freaking clue why. It has 1,600 views. It just doesn't make sense. I made another video called it's a time lapse and hyperlapse video of my city, which has 1,100 views, which is also a lot of views for me. And I put around 50 hours into that video for a 1 minute video. And for the making tea video, probably videos 1 minute long, 2-3 hours maybe maximal.
Right.
So it just doesn't make sense. It's just me making tea. I mean, in the beginning it was Hollander, I think. So that's what it says in English. I have no clue.
I believe you. Yeah.
Probably not. But it just I don't know. It just doesn't make sense. It's just me making tea. I have to make more tea tutorials. Then also made another video called making hot chocolate.
Okay.
Completely inspired by that one.
Also
got a couple of hundred views. Just crazy. It's just me making.
Are you going to be a hot drink channel going forward?
Oh yeah, probably. if that would bring some money in, then sure.
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not doing it for money.
Yeah. Well, why do you do it then?
Why do I create? We made a video about that. Yeah. It changed over the course, but right now it's just for fun. It's totally just for fun. And at the beginning, I always thought, oh, money would be pretty cool, right? Because you see David Dobrik, he's just giving away cars like it's from like a car for him is probably like for me $50. So it's just crazy.
Right.
But whenever I had a motivation like this one, like money or fame, which sounds so stupid to say because I have 160 subscribers. But whenever I had these sort of motivations, I just never worked on anything. So when it comes to making fun, I do stuff. I mean, my last video was over a month ago. I did make a video since then, a couple of videos, but they never saw the light of day. But still, when I'm just trying to have fun, then I just work a lot harder.
Yeah,
it's kind of paradox, because harder work equals more fun. Doesn't make sense, but it's just how it is for me.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's you see, the influencer type of people like flaunting whatever kind of lifestyle you want that, but at the end of the day, like I just want to make because I like to do it. I don't,
Yeah.
So I feel you. What's your favorite kind of content to make?
It depends. I like cinematic. I like serious stuff. I like comedy stuff, even though I haven't done comedy in a long time. I mean, long term, I would love to be better at comedy because that's what I like to consume the most. So if I find some sort of mixture of photography, filmmaking, and comedy, that would be great. So I'm kind of working on that right now behind the scenes. I'm constantly working on video ideas, but I'm writing video ideas, but I never actually film them, and that's a problem I have to work on.
Sure.
And a lot of these video ideas include a lot of comedy. So that's probably my ideal thing to film in the future.
Yeah. You can like start your own niche of cinematic comedy videos.
That would be cool if I just dominate that niche.
Yeah, that'd be pretty interesting. I think I would definitely watch that.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. So when like you start teaching or like your next path in life, how will your like creative work coincide with that?
Like how I balance university and creativity.
Right. Yeah.
I've never been to university, so I don't know how much work it will take. But I'm guessing it's around somewhere like a full-time job. If it's like a full-time job, then it sounds just paradoxical, but I'm probably going to work more then than now, because now I have nothing to do. And it's hard to motivate you if you don't have to do anything. But if like half of my time is spent for something I don't want to do, then I just have more motivation to do something I want to do. Does that make sense? So let's say 40 hours for school, then I'm probably going to work every day on something and film it, because that's what I did in the past. So it's probably going to be the same for the future. But I don't know. I have no clue. Maybe I love school and I'm just going to devote all my time to it. I have no clue, and I'm okay with that.
Right. Yeah, definitely. I just went through a 4-month period. I came back from teaching English in Israel, actually.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so then I came back to the US in February, and I had about 4 months where I wasn't working. I was on the job hunt, and basically, like just like what you were saying, like I had nothing to do, so I like wasted my days. Like feel like I could push off whatever I wanted to do, and then I finally started a new job about a month ago. So now that my time is like limited and I get off at 5 o'clock, I feel like I'm more productive because
It's so weird. So weird.
Right. Because like I get home at, like 5:30 and all of a sudden I'm getting started on like working on this kind of stuff because my time has been cut down in half, like, substantially.
Yeah,
So
it's just really weird. It's like 2 months ago I ended civil service, so it was like a full-time job. And I also had more motivation to do something back then. I don't get it.
Right.
I have a lot more time. I can do anything I want. I can get up at 1 p.m. Who cares?
Exactly. Yeah. Just sleep all day.
Like, I could do that. I would feel really terrible about it, but I could do it.
Right. What is civil service in
it's a mandatory thing which every male citizen in Austria has to do. We have to do 9 months for some kind of facility for the state. At first I was working for the police, and then I was working for the civil service central agency thingy, just doing some computer work. It's really boring, but I got paid, so that's cool.
Right. Nice. So every male does that after, is it
when
called?
He finishes school.
Okay.
He has to do it until his 35th birthday, I think. But usually you do it just right after high school, because that just makes sense.
You just knock it out and then
just get it away.
University after that.
Yeah, or you could just do military for 6 months, but you get basically no pay. And I don't like people screaming at me, so no military for me.
I feel that, yeah. Actually, I was traveling like Eastern Europe a little bit during my time. I went to Vienna for a day. So
not enough time.
Not enough time at all. I was meeting my friend from. We took the train from Vienna to Prague. So, if I were to go back to Vienna and I had more time, where should I go visit?
What did you see?
Not a lot. I basically got there at night and left early the next morning. So
the basics is something called the Ring, which is just in the first district. It's just pretty much every monument that is in Vienna, like 80% of it is on the Ring.
Okay.
There's even a tram called the Ring Tram goes around it. There is the Parliament. There is the town hall. There is an opera. There's pretty much everything like classical, what you would expect on a postcard from Vienna. Then there's DC Tower, which is the largest building in Austria, which is a little bit on the outside, but still pretty cool to see if you have time. And yeah, I mean the Ring pretty much covers it all. Yeah. There's Belvedere. This is a really beautiful castle. Is it a castle? I don't know. It's not a castle. Then Schönbrunn. Beautiful. If you come at Christmas time, there are some beautiful Christmas markets, which is Europe in general is notorious for Christmas markets. They're beautiful. And so yeah, the Ring.
Nice. I mean, I definitely want to. I like just walking around in the morning on our way to the train. I was like, we should just stay here for like at least a couple of days. But we had a schedule to keep, and other people waiting on us.
I mean, I'm not trying to brag or anything, but Vienna has been the best city when it comes to quality of life in the world for 11 years in a row. So I'm not trying to brag or.
Yeah, humble brag for sure.
So when it comes to quality of life, it's literally the best city in the world for 11 years. That's crazy for me.
What do you like the most about living in Vienna?
Safety and public transportation. Like public transportation is crazy. I have never been anywhere else, and I travel a lot where public transportation is that good. I mean, London is also pretty good, but London is really confusing to me. It's just too complex. Vienna is just perfect. Yeah, Vienna is just perfect because Friday to Sunday, the public transportation, the subways, they go 24 hours. So if you go out to a bar or to a club, you don't have to worry about getting home because I live on the outer districts of Vienna. So it's a little bit harder for me to get home. Even if if the subways stop going because of Corona, they don't go 24 hours. There's still a night bus, so public transportation is perfect. On health insurance, pretty much free. My dad had a heart transplant for no money, so
wow,
at least over $1 million just for free like that. So healthcare is it's one of the best in the world.
top notch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Very unlike where I'm from. So
Yeah, I have some family in the US, and it's just crazy for them. It's just crazy. And
mhm.
that's just insulin. It's just expensive, expensive, expensive.
Yeah, all this stuff going on right now is like making me question where I want to like put some roots down in the world. I don't know if the U.S. is the spot for that, but it's where my family is now, so I think that's where I'll be
Yeah.
for a bit.
I mean, growing up, pretty much every kid I know, you just dream of the USA. Oh, it's the best country in the world.
Hmm.
It's a pretty cool country, but you kind of forget all the good things about your own country. But
Yeah,
US is definitely a cool place. I've been there two times, and definitely a cool place.
nice. Where did you visit when you came over here?
I first went to Vermont, which is where some of my family is at,
Okay.
which is great. It's just this mountain. I was flying over Vermont, and I thought it was a huge broccoli. It was just trees and everything. It's just,
Hmm.
nowhere. Then to New York City, and then last year I went to Miami.
Oh, nice.
And then also flew to the Bahamas, which is not in the US, but it's
Right. Close enough.
there.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Yeah, the Bahamas is like a consistent, like good 3-day cruise from Miami. I've done that a time or two.
It's beautiful there. It's
Yeah, it
beautiful.
was
One
really
of my
cool.
best vacations ever.
Mhm.
Miami is also really cool. A lot of naked people on the beaches, but it's really cool.
Yeah, other than that, super good time. Yeah. um, yeah. So for the future of like what you're trying out now, or do you want to like be focusing on photography kind of content, or I guess like what do you see as your creative future?
When it comes to my personal project, uh, I would love to do. I care a lot about climate change, so I would love to do a project in that category, just about the planet. I would love to do that, just for a personal project.
Mhm.
YouTube-wise, I already said comedy and photography, but personal climate change definitely. The planet. I love animals. I have a yearly subscription to the zoo, so I can go whenever I want. So probably somewhere nature, animal documentary style, something like that.
That's very cool.
So not traditional film, definitely not. I mean, probably some short films in the future, but nature, animals, I love that.
Nice. So what kind of advice would you have given like yourself looking back now from like when you were starting your channel when you were 16 and you were um, like ready to film and upload that first video, like looking back now, what kind of advice would you have given yourself?
Mm, Number one, probably make some videos, but don't upload them. So just so you can practice speaking in front of the camera, but also don't care so much about quality, because as soon as quality content is important, like the story you tell or the things you talk about is important. But what I mean by quality is video quality. Audio quality is definitely important. But for me, ever since I started my whole filmmaking photography trip, all I care about is quality. It hinders me so much. I mean, obviously it's good to have quality, but if it hinders you to actually make a video, it's better to make a bad video than just no video at all, obviously. So just don't care about just care about the content, not necessarily about what is shooting it, what camera you use or what lens. It's just there's always going to be a better option.
Yeah.
This is also something I have to tell myself right now, because I really love to have a new camera. It's advice for both my past self, my current self, and probably my future self.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I guess I got one more question for you, and then I'll let you go. So for anybody else out there who wants to start making, or is in fear of other people's judgment, or like stuck and not creating, what kind of advice would you give somebody who's ready to start today?
Mm, be very sure about why you want to do something, and don't expect a single view. Honestly, don't expect a single person to find your videos. Just really do it, because 10 years ago on YouTube, it was relatively easy to get found, but nowadays you have to promote your videos if you want to get people to see it. So have a really strong reason why you want to do it, and if you make a video and you post it, make sure you can be proud of it so you can also show it to your friends. Because if you're really proud of a video, then it's not embarrassing to show your friends, usually. So just have a really strong reason and don't expect anything from it.
Nice. Yeah, I think that's great advice. Like, I mean, like I'm starting from zero as well, so that definitely applies to me. And just continue to make because you want to,
Mhm.
and if people like what you're watching, they'll if they find it, they'll stick around, and you'll just create
Yeah.
like a community of like-minded people who like the similar things to you.
I mean, if you post continuously for a while, good content,
Mhm.
then it's just impossible for you not to get an audience. Because
Yeah.
if you at some point you're going to get noticed.
Right.
If it's
The internet is too big.
Yeah.
it's yeah.
You make good content for a while. Someday it might be 2 years, it might be 2 months, it
Mhm.
might be tomorrow. You have no clue. It's just
Right.
you never know.
Just keep going.
Just keep going. Exactly.
Yeah.
Just keep going.
I asked that question at the end of like most of these podcasts because it leaves kind of like on a positive note, but I feel like all the endings are like super inspirational, like you can do it. And then I'm like, all right, see it.
You also have to be real because you really don't have to. You can't expect anything from it. I mean,
Yeah.
I watched on your YouTube channel. You have a couple of views, got a couple of dozen views already, which is pretty good for a start. But really, if you're watching this and you want to start something, don't expect anything. You have to promote your videos by yourself. There's a lot more work than it looks like. So just you have to have a really strong reason.
Yeah. Patience and consistency.
Oh yeah. Don't be like me. Don't upload one video a month. Do a little bit more than that.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to do this, man. It was really cool to meet you, and
it was amazing to be part of this.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just crazy to have 160 subscribers and someone from another part of the world just reaching out to you. That's cool.
Right. Yeah, I think I was just going through like probably Audrey's Instagram, and I was like seeing who was following her, or, like she was following, and if somebody had a YouTube link in their bio, then I was like, I'm just gonna see if they're down to do this.
Wait, Audrey's following me?
Is she or?
Is she? I'm gonna fangirl right now.
Yeah. Or maybe who was following Audrey? I'm not sure, but one or the other.
Either way, it's pretty cool that you discovered me.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like the power of the internet, just like meeting people from all over the world for no other reason other than like technology. And
well, like you probably know Yes Theory, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
I have a ton of new friends now because of them, because we're doing some meetups in my city.
Okay.
So we have a WhatsApp group and we're doing some. I mean, right now because of Corona, not really, because you know why. But before Corona, it was the most fun I've had in a while. So the internet, just the way it connects you, is amazing. Use it.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, man. I look forward to seeing the cinematic comedy videos soon.
I'm working on it.
Yeah. Awesome, man. All right. Well, it's good to meet you. Have a good rest of your day, dude.
You too.
All right.
Adios.
See you.